Waterfall charts are a great way of visualizing the cumulative effect of positive and negative impacts to a total value. They can display either structural contributions or variances between two figures in time. XLCubed 10 introduces 3 types of interactive waterfall chart to handle different reporting needs. In this workbook, I have added an XLCubed business rules sheet. This maps members to data types. For example, I have created rules specifying that these accounts are expenses. Therefore, my waterfall charts will plot these accounts as having a negative contribution to the total income. First of all, we'll create a simple structural waterfall. We can use the option in the ribbon, or insert a standard interactive chart and change the chart type. We're going to be displaying the account structure, so we'll choose a vertical waterfall chart. I'll place the accounts on categories and load a previously saved list. Here we can see the chart has recognised these accounts are expenses, just as we defined on the business rules sheet, and so has plotted them in the negative direction. We also have operating profits and net income formatted as totals. The business rules have automatically applied the correct formatting, but if any alterations needed to be made, this can be done through the right-click menu. By default, subtotal members will draw connecting lines from the previous total or subtotal category. However, in some cases, we may need to manually configure how many members the subtotal is counting. We can do this through the right-click menu and setting a custom subtotal count. I can easily compare 2 or more scenarios in a small multiple view by adding the hierarchy onto columns or rows. For example, if I add the scenario hierarchy and configure it to be driven from the slicer selection, then I can dynamically compare the actuals to either the previous year, plan or forecast values, side by side. Here we can see the chart is using the business rules and formatting the different scenarios with the standard IBCS notation. Next, we'll create a variance waterfall. These are really useful to show what contributed to an overall change between 2 points in time. We start by inserting a chart in the same way as before, selecting Variance Waterfall as the chart type. Now we add a hierarchy onto categories. In this case we use the default date hierarchy, and select the 2 years we want to compare. We'll also set the gross profit as the measure to display. We can now select at what level we want the variance to be broken down at. If we set it to the quarter level, then we see how each of the 4 quarters changed from the previous year, resulting in an overall increase between 2017 and 2018. We may also want to view contributions to variance from a different hierarchy. In this case, we would select that hierarchy in the Split By box, then select the members the variance applies to. Now we can see how each product category contributed to the change in profit between the 2 years. We can still make member selections on this breakdown. For example, if there are too many members on this axis, I can make an outlier grouping so that the chart displays the top 10 products contributing to the variance, with the remaining products combined into a single member. Here I can select the custom measure to rank by. In this case, we'll choose the absolute variance. Here we can see the chart is updated to show the top 10 products contributing to the variance, with all other products combined into an others grouping. The third waterfall chart type is the delta waterfall. They are used to show the contribution to a total variance. In the task pane, we need to set the 2 members to compare by. Now, rather than a total value, the waterfall shows the total variance between the 2 years.